Villa girls, a new bombshell has entered the villa. Casa Amor. If as a man, you're sitting somewhere and your legs are dangling.
So embarrassing.
Put your legs on the ground. So I just feel like after they get the cookie, they are starting to act a fool. So stop giving them the cookie. That's where I'm going with this. Oh, I love Olandria body, addy, ass moves like war. That challenge would make the stallion. I said, hey, I'm no better than a man. Are you a mama? Mama Sita.
Anyways.
You don't have to sleep on the day bed in Kiumana bags and the whole time you're clapping cheeks at the villa. Do not lose your spark papaya. We're rooting for you. And her eyes are beautiful. Did you notice?
Yes, green.
And then when she like curled her hair, I was just like, what a cutie patootie. TJ needs to go home. He's boring as hell.
So boring.
I think and everyone just tolerates her nonsense because she's the pit bull of the villa. Yendo Hoodrat, Hurricane Huda, and everyone has accepted it. So she's just a bully.
You know, it was Olandria.
Go home, you're annoying.
Taylor will definitely start being more affectionate and all that.
He's like, no longer slow banner.
But he was just not attracted to Olandria like that.
Hi besties, welcome to my YouTube channel. In case it's your first time here, hi. My name is Sandy Jones. Sandy, gang. This is my sister. I am living without my sister. Hi. You should know her name by now. Also, we are wearing her Kiki's Closet sababu to me to win. If you haven't copped your outfit from Kiki's Closet, like get your life together. What are you doing? As you can see from the ball, we are here to talk about the villa, and this episode is late because I am literally filming it immediately after we watch the episode. So, okay? Before they go any further, they should.
Oh, sorry. Like, share, subscribe, comment.
Hey, number one. Very good job. Before I go any further, I brought you a gift.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Open.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know if
Drum
it's
roll.
friendly. Oh, that's why you didn't say. Oh, thank
Welcome to the villa. Yeah,
Wow.
this is my.
Cheers.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice. Show them.
Cheers.
Exactly.
Really?
Villa girls, a new bombshell has entered the villa. Casa Amor. Yeah, you put your drink later. Right now we are here to discuss serious matters. I feel like this thing is tilted this way. Do we look okay? It doesn't seem straight. But if you say so, we believe it. If it's tilted, cameraman's problem, not us. Cheers. Where's your drink? The most awkward drink on earth. It's not coffee.
Cheers. Anyway.
Alrighty. So we're going to be talking about our predictions. I think we can make predictions for Casa Amor because they just went into Casa today. Big spoiler alert. If you have not caught up to Love Island USA, do not watch this episode. Don't say we didn't warn you. Yeah. So we'll talk about everybody that's still here. If you feel like there's spillover from someone who left that you would like to discuss, you're welcome to discuss. Because I've already done my first impressions video. So yeah. I feel like a lot of my thoughts are already out there. And I really want to see like a different opinion. So our live studio audience is going to be shooting names at us, sometimes in pairs, sometimes just one, and we're going to be talking about our feelings, right? Okay. We are training in here as well. Boho chic goddess. Exactly. Get your sister. Tell your mother to give birth. Okay, live studio audience, who are we talking about first?
Yes.
That little devil. Man, he's so annoying with his short legs. First of all, well, okay.
This is the reference picture. If as a man, you're sitting somewhere and your legs are dangling.
So embarrassing.
Put your legs on the ground. What the hell?
I wish he just moved closer to the edge of the
that
seat.
you wouldn't have to
don't
see
have
all
to
that
lean back.
with the little dangling.
And then I feel like he was just jealous of Jeremiah, and that's why he's short. But like he's he was jealous of Jeremiah. Anything Jeremiah ever did, Ace didn't like. And he was really plotting on him when he saw Jeremiah and Andrina kiss. And that's when he started talking to Nick and Taylor and them and saying, see how he's already locking him. But
Rowdy
they
Rough
also
Boys
had,
got
yeah,
together.
but they also
I
had
think that's
issues.
really weird for him to have said that because Taylor has been locked in with Olandria from day one.
No
Nobody
one
is
is
questioning
saying-
it.
yeah.
But the
But
moment
because
it's
they're not
Jeremiah
interested in
Olandria,
Yes.
if it was someone they were interested in the beginning, I really, really liked Ace. I still really like him. I think
He's funny.
yeah, he makes good TV. He's funny. He's a leprechaun, and I actually think he's getting a lot of a bad rap, even for other people who are around him, like Taylor and Nick are not getting as much negative vibes because Ace is absorbing it because he has a bigger personality. However, obviously my like for him is reducing because of the nonsense, but I still really want him on the show because he makes good TV. Initially, I think he did have a point with Jeremiah and Huda just going bang on, and especially because it was so toxic.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody insulted that much. All the calling him out of his name and he never reacted. Like, it was always, I don't know what, I should never have picked you. It was all beep from the beginning and it was toxic.
Yeah.
So I really understood where Ace was coming from. But the moment, is her name Andriana?
Yes.
I feel like it's and then Reina. Reina means queen in Spanish. Anyway, Dominicana.
Yeah.
When she came in and I could see like fire boiling, you know, like in a cartoon when you see fumes coming out of someone out of anger. I could see that in Ace, and it's like he wanted to be the alpha of the villa.
Yes.
And now the baddest thing ever has walked into the house, and Jeremiah and is directly interested in Jeremiah. It was just
Yeah. I also felt like it was honestly really
Do you need a break?
jealousy.
Do you need a break? Okay.
Oh. I honestly feel like it was just jealousy because Ace wanted Huda and Huda didn't want him. He wanted Jeremiah. I mean, she wanted Jeremiah. So
from Gates, he just
wasn't
I feel like
feeling
also Jeremiah is a lot of what Ace is not.
Yes.
Taller, like I feel I'm
Yeah.
even taller than him. Even though
Yeah.
his line is 5'10".
That
He's
nigga is
giving
not
5'6"
5'10".
at best.
Yeah.
So taller, finer, like he's the only other black king in the villa. So it's like, I must get this one out. But also, I feel like we need to extend is a little bit of grace because a lot of people, even on TikTok, are saying how people on TikTok are like, oh, Ace is just the king of the jungle. Ace and his minions, Ace and his followers, mean girls and mean. Ace is literally the youngest person in that villa. The fact that he can sway Nick and Taylor to make a vote, which they didn't. If they didn't really want to vote that way, they wouldn't have voted that way. Nick also had a vested interest because I saw the eye roll
Yes.
when they kissed, and Nick was like, "Oh, I thought I'd gotten further with Dominicana. Kumbe, I don't even have a chance. I have to stick it out with Sierra."
And you
so they
really
also
just
wanted
wanted
him
it
to
out
go.
with Sierra. Stop being interested in Andrina.
And also clock it in 4K that after Jeremiah slept with Huda, the next day now, all of a sudden he started listening to his friends. In the beginning when they were like, oh, you were too locked in, she's too toxic, he wasn't listening. I like her. After they slept together, he started listening. All of a sudden he started distancing himself. Then a bombshell came and it was perfect now for him. Then another bombshell who was exactly his type. Same thing with Nick. He slept with Sierra. The next day in the challenge, he's kissing Dominicana from toe to neck. That was not even the challenge.
Yeah.
So I just feel like after they get the cookie, they are starting to act a fool. So stop giving them the cookie. That's where I'm going with this. Next, victim.
Chelley and Austin.
First of all, Austin is so weird, and I'm sorry, he looks like a mole rat, but a very tall one.
I don't like his
But
voice.
yes, it's annoying, and I feel like him and Shelley's relationship. It's good that now people have
It's
gone to
over.
Casa Amor because it was so whack. They had the same conversation
Over and
constantly. Like, yeah, I like how you listen to. They were
I
so
just feel better.
boring.
I feel like Austin is on the down low, and that's why he only likes women who don't want him. He really liked Chelley when he was in a triangle with her and Ace.
Yeah.
So he could blame Chelley for not going further because Chelley is toying with both him and Ace. The moment he had someone who
like
was
Amaya.
all in,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like, ew, I don't want to be called babe, I don't want to be kissed. He was kissing on the forehead and giving her like baby sister kisses.
Yeah.
He wants people who don't want
And
him
honestly,
because he wants
I
men.
feel like Austin doesn't even like black women specifically.
That part.
But he
And he's a MAGA
picking them.
supporter.
Yes.
So why does he
so
keep
he
picking
keeps picking
people
them
he hates?
because he feels like those are the ones who are least attractive to other people. Because
So-
he doesn't find black women attractive.
And so now they keep
Those
each other in
because
the
he feels
villa.
Like they'll be
They always
desperate,
pick him.
and they'll pick me back.
Even if it's in a
until I
friendship
find
thing.
my actual type. Yeah.
Which is a man.
So
I
just
don't know
think
if you
Austin
clocked
is
him,
weird.
but when Charlie, his best friend, was leaving, and also Jeremiah, when Charlie was leaving, he licked him on the face, like in their photo booth picture, which I just thought was kind of cute because I guess in such an environment, you're going to get very close to people. You don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
But when Jeremiah was leaving, he also did a kissy face to him, and S was at the top like. S's faces could just make an emoji 24/7. So I was just like, clocked that one in 4K. So yeah, that's yak. But I'm really happy with who Chelley has picked because that's what I would have picked. 6 with 8.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Look up at him and cry.
And actually,
and he'll find a reason to hate him. He'll treat him exactly how he treated Jeremiah, and he'll make sure
the alpha male were black.
He's too locked in. And you know, Ace only shows attention to Chelley when other men do. And Ace only picked Amaya to piss off Chelley.
Because why did he pick Chelley? Chelley picked him initially, but was bumped. So when it was his turn to return the favor, he was like, I'm an imagine.
Then he picked Amaya and now hates her. The audacity for
him to so bad for Amaya.
Say, actually, I feel like Hannah should have stayed and Amaya should have left, you know.
Just because you don't want her.
Yeah, there's just nothing between us. Okay, that doesn't have to be. And
he didn't have to make her feel bad like that.
See, like she's always the bad one in every situation. You see, we're talking about Austin, but it's back to Ace being a demon.
Next culprit.
Olandria and Taylor.
Oh, I love Olandria. Body, Adi, ass moves like war. That challenge with Make the Stallion, I said, hey, I'm no better than a man, please. Olandria, you're all that in a bag of chips.
And I feel like she's the most mature person in that entire villa. Men and women.
And Chelley.
Yes, and Chelley. And they're the only ones who noticed that Huda lied about everything that was happening between her and Jeremiah.
Clocked.
Then...
Are you a mama? Mamacita.
Anyways, and then I don't know, Taylor is just so boring to me.
Do you think Taylor is interested in everybody's on the DL? Do you think Taylor is interested in Olandria?
No, definitely not.
Because me, if I had that girl, I would be kissing her head to toe, not an unpeck.
24/7. After they hardly ever pecked. Yeah, they pecked one time and she was like, oh, that was the first kiss that outside
the challenge.
And
you should have kept it going.
He's so boring and sassy. And
I'm hoping whoever like she finds in the villa and gets with, like is like a man who's all about her.
I feel like Olandria is so talking about how I miss my man. She wants them to ride off into the sunset.
It's in a new couple.
In their cowboy hats.
Did you expect him to be chosen by two?
No, I really didn't.
I was
but if you've ever noticed, Casa Amor pick the guys who feel also the least hottest sometimes. You don't go for the one that you think everyone else is going to go for. You go for one whose relationship is already weak.
Yes.
And then you feel like no one else is going to pick him because now he'll pick you.
Or he's been picked by a girl in the villa who has only picked him until her actual man shows up.
Yes.
So like him, he's the one who's punching.
Yes.
The same with Cordell.
The most, yes.
Like Cordell obviously was very interested. Now Cordell was such a cutie pie, but like he was a short king and not a lot of girls are going to pick that. They want 6 foot 5 plus. So it was easy to pick him because he's not used to be picked. So it's just easy to pick him because he's
not used to getting that kind of attention.
So Taylor
and all that. But I feel like I like Coco anyway. She's really
I love her. She's so gorgeous. She's #1 bombshell.
But like I don't think Olandria is really thinking because this guy from Thailand, let him give you a thigh massage. Yes. Girl, I wish she was more serious about it.
Yeah, and because she's hot actually.
The man is there waiting for her. He's really not.
He's not. He has
she
two
needs
girls.
to move on because she'll go back and now be single and be kicked off the island. You're single. You've been dumped from the island. That's going to happen to her. Because Taylor is definitely going to pick Coco. Coco is not his type. And if you noticed, Taylor called her Coco Williams. He gave her his last name. His last name is Williams.
Oh, because that starts with a W, but I've forgotten what it is.
Oh, so Coco Williams. He's never said Olandria Williams ever.
And it's like, I don't know. Coco has Olandria vibes, but like it's like more about him. So that might be the thing. And also, I think she's also the hottest one from the ones who've come, in my opinion. And he won't believe like that the jock girl has picked him. So he'll do everything in his power to maintain. Next victim.
Nicholas and Sierra.
Nick. I think Nick is like a goat. Like he just follows Ace around. Why are you following around a child who's shorter than you? That makes no sense to me. He literally did think he had a chance with Dominicana, Mamacita, and he had none.
Yes.
So he's just, I feel, doing the same thing with Sierra that he did with Bella, and hoping that he can get to keep her and have his cake too, and then eventually come back to her so that they can win Love Island together. I feel like that's his plan.
Me,
But
I feel like
I think he's making for good TV because he's actually trying it out with different people and not just being like, okay, I'm just gonna sit
trying
here.
it in different people. Because honestly, I'm so shocked. I feel like
Is the lighting still good?
Sierra also didn't like Nick that much. She never used to give him a lot of attention. But when she felt his head was starting to turn, she let him hit. And then after that, he also lost interest in you now.
Like,
He if he could get Andrina, even after the Casa girls come back and
He'll still take.
he'll take Andrina.
Sierra picked that guy who also looks like Nick. They have the same haircut. Now that they're in a couple, that's actually a first. Like Casa Amor being you're in a couple, not that you're getting to know people, then you're already in a couple, so sharing a bed is expected and so on and so forth, and kissing outside of the challenge, which means most people are going to come back with their person and then decide whether they'll recouple later.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really good way to do it because people can do stuff guilt-free. I don't have to sleep on the day bed making one bags and the whole time you're clapping cheeks at the villa. So I really like that twist. And if Sierra knows anything, she should just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, she should.
Next.
Amaya Espinal.
DJ Spinal. I feel so bad for her. She's gotten the worst deck of cards. The first time she tried something, Huda cast her out the whole time. Jeremiah didn't even kiss her back in that fourth base challenge.
Yeah.
Fine. That didn't work out. She was berated and insulted and cried and everything. Then Huda started being her sister when she realized Jeremiah wasn't interested.
Yeah.
She tried with Austin. Austin hates her guts, but will tell everybody but her. I don't like that she calls me babe. I don't like it's too much kissing. She's too locked in 2 days. Chelley wasn't locked in enough. This one is too locked in.
Yeah.
What do you want? Now nobody stood in on her heart. It's like people have been watching and they're like, people must not want her. So she's desperate. They can just pick at the end. I think that's what they've decided.
If you notice, I feel so bad for Amaya because she slowly lost her personality.
She did.
She was so bubbly when she came in, but everyone made her feel like she's too much. And you know, already in America, as a black woman, you're already too loud,
too aggressive, too
she's trying to chill out because now she's even asking that
what are your boundaries? I felt so bad for her.
Then it's like, yeah, I don't mind. I actually like being called babe and all that. So
and
I know
in England
if it
they
could work out
everybody
between those two, I would actually be very happy.
Me too.
But yeah, because if Olandria doesn't give him a chance, because that's who he wants.
That's who he wants. They even had a proper conversation.
Yes,
she can just low ban for her Taylor. I end up at your options mbili kwa nyumba. But I'm really rooting for Maya, and I really liked that she grabbed her big ass ovaries and decided to kiss this man. Because I feel like everybody has put her in a friend or baby sister type of box.
Yes.
And now they don't see her sexually. Which means if she went back to the villa just to the OG boys, nobody would still pick her.
Yeah.
These ones are new. It's a new chance to make a new impression. So you just go kissing everyone. You're
and I feel like they already have like a warped view of her because they watch themselves.
That's the
before
problem.
They come. So they're judging her based off of, like you said, those guys don't want her, so why would we want her?
Yeah, like
so but I wish the best for her because I really like her.
I'm rooting for you, Amaya. Do not lose your spark papaya. We're rooting for you. And her eyes are beautiful. Did you notice?
Yes, green.
And then when she curled her hair, I was just like, what a cutie patootie.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Amaya, wait.
Pepe and Hannah.
Pepe is fine as Pepper
No wonder Hannah did the spit swab when they were in bed.
It was not a real thing. Me, I had people talking about it and I was like, she's part swab.
Yes.
So did they do it or not?
Of course they did. Sandy,
why did she spit swab herself?
Like these.
Side.
And then she literally...
She was like, I'm ready.
Then the sheet started moving.
Do you think Hannah thought Pepe would live with her?
Yes.
Because she was crying like she was a terrible
but Hannah just cries a lot. I think she didn't expect the girls who are calling her were like a sister to us, but she
had Huda's back 94 times just to vote it out.
And then Hannah also cried that much when
For
Charlie left.
So she just be crying.
Do
you think she'll get back to Chelley in the real world now?
Charlie doesn't want that. Spit swab. No. Yeah.
Chelley now wants that babe who's usually on After Sun. I've forgotten her name. She used to be on Love Island as well.
Chelley.
Her name is also Chelley.
Yes, the one who
with
has
the tattoo on the face.
Yeah.
Okay. Chelley and her, there's something brewing there.
Yeah.
The spit swap was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm rooting for Pepe. I feel like he had a road deal because he got with a girl who was almost madly in love with someone else. He had to console her while she grieved him. Then when they finally got it on, now it was time for. But also the girl that he's picked looks kind of exactly like Hannah.
Yeah,
it's like the same girl.
Yeah.
He has a type, so go off.
First of all, me after for a while I couldn't tell the difference between Iris and Hannah. I honestly felt like Iris should have left him. But
Same.
anyways,
But do you think Huda had a big say in Hannah leaving so that she could get with Pepe?
yes.
Same.
Most definitely.
Same.
But now she's found more of her type because I think Huda likes black men.
I think so too.
So,
But
but
like
she
black
definitely
exotic.
wanted Hannah to leave.
So
And
that
then
she
using
get
the
in.
excuse that she's too locked in. Because I thought everyone
When
was
you
like
lock her
so crazy.
in, Nama padlock.
Yeah, so I thought everyone was crazy. So you're sending people home for having good connections.
I thought that's why they were here, to connect.
Anyways, yeah.
Next victim.
Iris and TJ.
TJ needs to go home. He's boring as hell.
He's so boring.
I think he
He's
got
so
there
hot.
and he thought he was hot because he had options, because he was
Yeah.
the bombshell.
Yeah.
So Iris obviously wanted him because she kissed him on the first night, then he ignored her the whole next day. Then Huda obviously was throwing herself at him because she didn't have any other options, and everybody in the house already thought she was toxic, but he wasn't ready to be a stepdad. He's not the father who stepped up. He stepped down, and that's why he wasn't attracted to her. And obviously you've watched her being toxic, so you don't want that.
Yeah.
And then someone else wanted him. Oh, he liked Sierra and Sierra was giving him something back. So he thought he had 3 options. Now nobody stood in his heart. Then he rated all those girls 3 at kisses. Then nobody picked him and he's shocked. I love when Ariana Maddox was like, yeah, they were honest back.
Yeah. Because and honestly,
He's not fine. He
Atta,
has like a fat
I
face.
just remembered how Nick also, when he saw Sierra giving this other guy attention, he started liking her back again. Because after they slept together, you lost interest in her. But now that TJ
It's
is
like, oh,
showing
that's my
interest-
toy. Don't touch it.
So I feel like he honestly still just wants to keep Sierra for clapping cheeks, but having every other girl's attention also.
So
But
that when it
never
comes to
lock
the
in
end, you
with
can
her.
go back to lock
Yeah.
in to win.
Yes, because now he'll be like, yeah, but we were not locked in. We're not locked in by word, because that's what Huda used to say about her and Jeremiah.
Hey.
They're not locked in by word, but I feel like he's using her. And like you said earlier, the girls need to stop giving it up because these men are just disrespecting you.
They are. Okay, who's left?
Angelina.
And Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the love of your life, so I'll let you go
My
first.
Shayla,
My
I feel so
Shayla.
bad for Jeremiah because honestly, I feel like people were hating him so much, but it was
Your nails
too.
are so cute.
Thank you.
I'm an ally.
You know.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel like they are both at fault for some things in the relationship, but once Jeremiah was told like it's too much love bombing and all that, he also tried to chill out on it before they actually slept together. He was trying to pull away, but then now Huda comes and like, I want you to do sweet things for me, you know, like
Be like
around the
his.
house. Yes,
We
basically.
want yoga in the backyard.
And then, but Huda was so possessive over him, he got scared. That's why he was locked in because he was scared for his life.
I
He
think
felt
so
like
too.
Huda was going
She's
to
giving
stab
me the
him to
vibes
death.
for those hood rats who pull up on you and like shoot up your house because you were seen with a man at the club.
Exactly. And also he got a lot of hate for it in not accepting Huda's child immediately. First of all,
Me, I don't want to be a dad,
come
dear.
to Love Island to be a parent.
I don't think so, and the love is blind.
Yeah, like
or
even
marriage.
you might tell me you have a cat and that's it.
That's
Like,
enough. I can't do it. I'm
I-
not a
I'm
cat
not
person.
going to do it. But now everyone also hated him for not wanting to be a stepdad. So I feel like he also lost his personality the
His
same
back
way
dude.
Amaya did, because he's actually pretty smart. He likes comic books. And
He's nerdier than I thought he was.
He likes to read novels and give reviews. So like this is not the person we saw in the villa because Huda snatched away his entire
life.
personality.
And
And then
Bianyota.
because everyone was attracted to Huda at first because
Yes.
she's basically the type that Americans like.
Yes.
But then now when she picked Jeremiah, they hated him so much and they were like, you're too locked in, you're too locked in. Then basically forced Iris on him.
Yes.
And then now...
And I
when it
think
was
that's why
Iris-
they were doomed from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because even her, she could feel like he doesn't want. So,
Yes.
and Askuma too. So it was only
That's
going
why
to be
she
a
got to
friendship.
be platonic. But
Yes.
you see, they also, yes, they never had a chance for Sababu. He was still feared for his life because Huda was secretly still wanting him back.
Watching like
and
this
kept
with the
the
dog.
door open. Yeah, I left my door open for you. But
The casting.
yeah, like it was so much.
A kid
He
gonna
was
watch
scared
this.
and was just in a really bad place. And still, even when him and Huda finally had the adult conversation,
She was
after
trying to
she
trap him
promised
with a
Taylor-
kiss.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Lingering
She-
hugs.
And then he was just like, girl, no.
No.
I don't want this. Huda doesn't.
And I love that it was
need to
before the bombshell came. Then
Yes.
the bombshell came and it was like, Alhamdulillah.
And honestly, Andrina kissed him.
Let's-
He kissed
let's
back,
talk about
yes. But like...
Hey, he levitated on
everyone-
her. Did you see that? He got come a bubble gum.
Anyway, wow. But either way, he still got hate for that now. Like
He
everyone that
couldn't win.
Jeremiah was going to get with. And then you see, the bad thing is, the hottest girls, unfortunately, had to be the hottest guy. And he was the hottest guy there. So the hottest girl came and was interested in him. That's who she wanted. But Ace didn't like that because he also thinks he has a chance. That girl is tall. She will she's like a tree to
I think, you know, she's a model. I think she's 5'11" and she's 2 inches taller than me.
Yeah, so like that's why she asked the question about do you like to date taller girls and all that. But like either way, still got hate. You told him you feel like he's in a toxic relationship and getting too locked in fast. He tried to get away from that.
He locked out,
got into another relationship, got hate from his ex the entire time, so he couldn't enjoy anything. It ended up being platonic. He gave another chance to someone who was also interested in him, and you all hated him for that because you are all interested in this girl and felt you'd never get a chance.
And they were fetishizing her. Let's just
yes,
Dominicana. They were fetishizing her.
So you felt like you wouldn't never get a chance, which is true if Jeremiah stayed. So I feel like Jeremiah's experience also was just dull, and like he was bullied constantly by the boys and the girls, because everyone was letting go of Huda's bad behavior, because she's behaving like a child and talking about how she's emotionally mature because she has to be, because she has
and then you don't have to say you're emotional. Imagine we can tell if you have EQ.
Yeah,
we can tell you have emotional intelligence without you telling us. If you keep having to say it, then you're actually not.
Yeah,
because maturity is not telling everybody how mature you are.
Yeah, so
I agree with you on many counts. Like I thought Andrina's like time obviously was cut short with the guy she actually fancied. Now obviously she has to pull someone if she's going to stay in the villa. It's Love Island, not Isolation Island. I feel really bad for Jeremiah. Obviously in the beginning I hated that he was in an obviously manipulative relationship with someone with very narcissistic traits. And I think it's okay to be dominant. Not every relationship the man is going to be the louder one or the dominant one or whatever. Yeah. But like I feel like hers was at his detriment.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, obviously they liked each other. The love bombing was both sided, even though she kept saying it was on his side. She called him out of his name. She insulted him 1,000 times. He never said anything back. Eventually, when he clocked it, he was like, okay, I need to do better for myself. What the hell am I doing? And I'm sure even a part of him was like, already I'm taking on so much of your baggage by accepting a 5-year-old daughter. On top of that, you're going to be insulting me every day and toxic, and you want me to turn on my live location so you can see which club I'm at, and you want me to claim you immediately. So I think when he weighed his options, she was like, nah, this ain't for me. He took a step back. They hated him.
Yeah.
I would have preferred if he checked on Huda and that, but I also understand that once you come out of something that toxic, it's difficult to be half in, half out, where like I still care about you to check on you, but I don't want to be with you. It would have confused Huda as well. She would have been like, do you want me or not? So I low-key understand his reaction, and we all are not going to react the perfect way in every situation. So I extended him grace for that, and he even apologized for that. He tried with Iris, but it was never going to work out because it was a America forced them down each other's throats. Huda hated them the whole time. She used to wake up in the middle of the night to wake up Taylor to tell him the way people have disappeared. It was never going to work out.
And did she smack him on the head like that? Look, I'm like,
I was asleep.
What the hell?
And everyone just tolerates her nonsense because she's the pit bull of the villa. Yendo Hudrat, Hurricane Huda, and everyone has accepted it. So she's just a bully.
You know, if it was Olandria acting like that, she'd have been
kicked
out
of the
man villa.
Or a dark-skinned black guy.
Yes, if it was Olandria,
should have been disappeared like Ulysses.
Yeah.
Ulysses stayed, has left the villa.
Yeah.
We don't even know why. Hey. Because that one time Olandria said something back to Huda at the fire pit. Huda cried for 94 and a half days. And everybody else kept telling her she's mean.
In front of everyone, like, say it in private.
The Huda face, beautiful. Chef's kiss. So I really felt bad for him. Then finally he finds someone he likes, and then you're like, okay, he's too locked in. Okay, maybe even in real life that's how he is. He doesn't date multiple women. If he finds something he likes, he tries it until it doesn't. He tries it to failure, and then he leaves it alone if it fails. But like now you guys want him to be exactly how he is, or exactly how you guys are moving. He's moving exactly the way Taylor is moving, but because he's more passionate and he'll have more PDA and so on, now you hate him. What is going on? So Jeremiah, I'm really sad for you. Petition to bring Jeremiah back to the villa. I think Austin should have gone, but they used him as a scapegoat, because what the hell is Austin doing there?
Yeah.
He's DL, he loves Maga, and he hates all the women who want him.
Yes.
Go home, you're annoying. And also on this other side, I thought they would have sent Amaya home just because they were the connection that were weakest. And Austin takes every opportunity to talk trash about Amaya behind her back. Yeah. But like I really didn't think it would be Hannah. But now that it's Hannah and they found Hannah's replacement.
But it should have really been Iris, honestly, because I feel like Amaya hasn't gotten a real chance yet.
But Amaya has been there longer. Iris was dumped by America on a person who didn't want her. In a toxic thing where even the bombshells, the other country guy, and who else came? Pepe, or who was it? It was that Jalen. Jalen was the country guy and someone else. They were even so scared to leave her alone when Huda came because they thought again bigger. So they went to get all the other girls to support her. So I feel like she was just thrown into a bad situation. Finally, there's a bombshell they were just getting to know each other then. Because I feel like he had one enough time. Amaya, unfortunately, as sweet as she is, she's had a longer period of time to do something.
Okay.
But anyway, when Meenda, and here we are now. What do you think of the bombshells as a unit? Do you think the girls are hotter or the boys are hotter?
The girls.
The girl bombshells. The
girl
Casa
bombshells.
girls.
Apart from that, who's lying till 21. That's
Hey, she's at least 84. Someone said she's 21 minutes away from 42 years old.
21 in dog years. What
Do you know
hell?
Ariana Madix is 40?
Damn.
Compare them.
Yeah. And they're both white women.
Hey,
So
there's no
they-
way. They're both talks. Girl, 21.
It's
21. Savage.
Nah.
She did a cross or a
horrendous,
voyage.
but yeah. Otherwise, Coco looks
Her name is
amazing.
Vanna. It's also a weird name.
Okay.
Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Coco's body banging, face banging, personality.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Like, I'm really thinking
Yeah.
it's gonna
I
be
think
good. I saw
they're
someone
gonna
on Thread saying, actually, the men, the Casa boys that have been brought look like someone I could bump into in a community college.
Yes.
Like, they're just
I feel
basic
okay,
vibes.
but
Actually,
possibly
like,
I'm biased, but like I feel like the two black men are hot.
Same.
And the
I'm rooting for everybody black.
and then that one guy who likes Olandria, I keep forgetting his name. The guy from Thailand.
Nick with a K.
Yes,
Uh-huh. He's fine.
That's it.
He's
The
Belgian.
others look like yes.
Okay.
I
Because I was like,
feel
there's
like-
some black in it.
Yeah,
He's too
he has
tan.
too much
He
swag.
just arrived and he's
Yeah. So
swaggy.
I feel like they're definitely the hottest, but the others look like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
like Wako
But
too.
actually, those ones are cute. But they
Yeah,
just
that's not-
look, however. But
The white ones are a bit basic for me, and
Yes.
obviously I'm biased, but like they're a bit too basic for me. And in general, I think like the Casa girls are hotter
for sure.
overall than the
Yeah.
Casa boys. But and someone was saying that the Casa girls are arriving looking for Jeremiah and finding out he's gone because you know he left just the night before, so maybe they haven't watched that
haven't.
one. That must have sucked. But anyway, here we are. I think Casa is about to be a madness. Who do you think? Who's the guy and the girl you think are going to move maddest in Casa?
Definitely Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor will definitely start being more affectionate and all that.
He's
you
no
know,
longer a slow
yeah,
burner.
but he was just not attracted to Olandria.
That's
just
crazy
it.
because the rest of the world is
And-
Chloe Bailey is attracted to your girl.
For the women, they're all being dumb, honestly, waiting to go
Who
back
do you think
to
will
their
move
men.
mad? Ama, who that will move mad hoping like Jeremiah watches from
Yeah,
his
I feel
couch?
like Huda is likely to give it up again.
Crazy girl. She's ready to make another baby.
Yeah.
And then for who do you think would like be sleeping outside in the day beds with the bags waiting just for their lover? to come?
Olandria, the girl is.
I think Olandria and Ace, and I think Ace will do it just because
he
wants
hasn't found someone.
and also he gives me the personality of egging all the guys on to go and find out your connections. Then when they go back to the villa on movie night, him is video that he was never doing anything. He
Yeah.
was just egging people on. He's giving me
Kendall.
that guy Kendall from last
exactly
season.
that.
Yeah, like him, he was the good guy. He slept. He was beaten by bugs. You know, he's a slow burner. Then he made him come move mad. Now you guys are the bad ones.
Yeah,
Shelley's
but
also
when
bad.
you guys do
Now,
challenges, it's convincing you to hump harder.
that person.
So yeah, I feel like Ace will do
Hey,
that.
Kendall, I don't
Yes,
miss you.
To be that Nini for real. Yeah, because he's just that guy. And also, he hasn't found someone who wants him back.
Yes.
Like the way he is. He still wants to.
He wants someone to
go
want
back
him as
Shelley.
much as Amaya did. So
Yes.
he can reject them as badly as he rejected Amaya.
But
And then
Shelley better go back with that 6'8" nigga.
yeah, hey, she better. Because I think Afaya needs to be lit under his ass, and also he's half the height of this man. Like I just want him to be put in his place because he's feeling like a king. And also, the rest of you are grown men. Many of you, prefrontal cortex is fully there. Why are you letting a 22-year-old leprechaun decide how you vote?
Yeah, Hawana.
Just have your own backbone, please. It's more attractive that way.
Yeah,
Like I don't know why
so
they're allowing him to
upsetting.
be their king. And also, it doesn't help that he had over 1 million followers on TikTok before going on the show.
Yeah.
So America, first of all, America voted for Trump. So,
Yeah.
but also
Can't
he's
expect
a lot of people like him, and a lot of people are going to vote for him to stay.
He's
in the
likable
villa.
because I knew him on
He's
TikTok
very
before
likable.
I knew him.
You were the one who was
Yeah.
telling me about his TikTok teachings and whatever.
Yeah.
I like him as a person. And so if I was already following him, I'm probably voting for him to stay. And we
Yeah.
need good TV anyway. We don't want
Yeah.
a boarding house.
I don't mind him staying, but Austin needs to go. And Huda also
Yesterday.
needs to go. But I want Huda
How was
to
Huda
stay until
stayed
movie
thrice?
night. Because the way she's manipulated and lied, I want her,
So that they can
them
put
to
the
see
clips together.
How she was treating Jeremiah, even when it's just the two of them.
So that they see that
saying
it
how
was not really
he's
him.
he's begging me to move in with him when we leave.
Hey, he never
Yeah.
said that. Why did he say
When,
that?
when
Because I
I
didn't
said
see.
you see us moving in together, he just made a face like
You know, he was so disappointed, hurt, and shocked. Like you could see it in his face when they voted him. He was like, "Say swear."
yeah.
Like he could not believe it, and I couldn't believe it.
Because
with
he
him,
thought
but
they
I
were
also
his
couldn't believe
friends,
it.
but they
yeah.
weren't. Someone
They
who is
really hated him.
jealous of you, not your
jealousy.
friend.
Yeah, it was jealousy and hate from Huda. And I think Huda also, in her head, they were going to go to Casa, go their different ways, and finally end up back together and still win this thing. And I think we've gotten to the season of Love Island where people have watched too many previous seasons. So they come here with a personality in mind of how they're going to play.
Yeah.
Huda had decided she's going to be the Instagram model with him. He's gonna be the stepdaddy of her baby, and that's why she used to crash out so badly if one tiny thing went wrong. Because you didn't put protein in your pancakes. Relax, way model. Like, just relax. So everybody is playing, even like you were saying, it's like they're trying to reproduce the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Serena, Janae, and
Leah.
the Huda of that time, Leah. She was born on August 11th, by the way. Anyway.
Oh.
So they're trying to replicate that so bad. It's like, this is what worked. We have to use the exact same formula. So people's real personalities aren't coming out because you're trying to be the person
It's
who
like
gets
people
voted.
who watch Survivor too much.
I'm gonna be a game player. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. It's been a week. You're doing too
Well.
much. Because how are you looking for the idol day 2?
Day one when I'm gonna my kitchen, Jeff. Like, relax, it's enough. But I'm really excited for Casa. I think it's gonna go really well. I know I promised you guys a review of Love Island UK, but it's moving so slow, my boy. It's moving so slow. I think I won't do anything until we get to Casa. Like, there's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
There's just Tony the bully
They're just
girl,
hating
and
on the black girl.
Hey, like, what the
It's
hell?
that maid girl, whatever her name is.
Mag, because
Oh,
it says
Mag.
Mag on her forehead. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section, who you like, who you don't like, who you actually hate, who you wish went home instead. If you could vote, if they allowed Kenyans, Africans, wherever you're watching this from, to vote, who would you have voted to stay and who would you have voted to go?
Jeremiah would have stayed.
Like to see your comments. Okay, I don't know if YouTube still allows polls. There's a time they took it out. If they allow polls, I'll do a poll and you guys will tell me if you would have like kept Jeremiah or not. But either way, I'm for sure gonna do it on my Instagram stories. Bye, Sandy.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Cheers with your bottle. Where's your bottle?
Oh, right.
Not, it's back in the box. Okay. Cheers to Casa Amor.